Everybody,
How are you?
we're gonna have some fun, and John just graduated from the first level of the treatment actually, and he moved into the mindfulness component. So he not mastered, but he has honed his body awareness well enough to do something amazing, and what this is all about. So, telephone, you need to get that. This is real life. So let's pause this real quick.
Sorry for the interruption.
Oh, sorry for the interruption, but.
Okay, so my name's Jonathan Pivnick. I came to Patrick, I guess, what was it, 5 months, you said?
5 months. We've been together for 5 months.
5 months ago, I initially was having horrible pain really in my shoulder is really where it was coming from. I noticed it at first one time. I was in a car. I had my arm out just driving, and all of a sudden it was like my arm just locked like in my shoulder. That was the first time I noticed it, and it just kept getting progressively worse. I would throw a football. My youngest son plays football, so we were just, I was out at a practice sort of with him. We were throwing the ball, and my arm felt like it was going to fall off when I threw it once. And then from that point on, it just kept getting worse and worse till finally I had to go to the doctor.
What did the doctor say?
Went to the orthopedist, took the x-rays and the like. They told me, oh, your neck's not in great shape, whatever. They sent me to, go get an MRI. We'll send you to a pain specialist. Hopefully you won't need surgery. One of those kind of things. We don't think so, but you never know. So I go to the pain specialist. He's like, okay, it's one of those things you may just have to live with. You can do, PT.
The traditional route where they say you're going to live with the pain, but here's how you kind of can manage your pain.
Maybe it'll come and go, as a like. But the idea was manage it. Obviously, avoid surgery at all costs, unless it got to the point.
But what did they tell you had?
Oh, spinal stenosis. Sorry about that.
That's a huge one. Spinal stenosis.
Spinal stenosis, which between C5, 6, and 6, 7. And it was, I was feeling it in my shoulder, but it was from my neck. Really, is what the issue.
True.
So,
fast forward 5 months to what you just told me that stemmed the reason why we're doing this video.
That I just don't have any pain anymore, is what it comes down to. I mean, it slowly, it got to the point, it was still pain, and then it was sometimes when I was laying down, or when I'd be asleep, I'd feel it, in certain positions, and then before I knew it, it was I don't even think I don't know when the last time I felt anything was.
See, that's the beauty part about this. It happens. It happened because he was doing his work. He's been doing his homework. Every now and then he comes I haven't done any work, but that's normal. But as you start to do more and more care for your body will start to do what it needs to do, and he's been doing it. So he did it more times than not. And now he doesn't even recognize when it stopped. So I asked him, I asked any beginner, so tell me what's going on. He's like, you know what? I can't remember the last time I had pain. And I was like, now that's what's up. And that's how it works, right?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what happens. It's not it's not like a one night, all of a sudden I'm not feeling it now. It's not like that. It's it just starts getting a little better, and you don't feel it as much, or you only feel it in certain circumstances, and it's still annoying, and it comes and goes, but all of a sudden it's less and less and less till suddenly you realize wow, do I even still have it? What was the last time I even thought about it?
See,
you try and remember.
That's what we're looking at, guys. Everyone expects pain to be gone, but pain is there to tell you something. So he's been listening to his body. We worked a lot on body awareness, body awareness. So he started looking at things not from this heightened state, but as these lower things. And now he's tapping. And he doesn't know what he's looking for, but he's feeling things differently. And now he's exploring things that's not in the pain realm. And now as more and more he does that, the less and less his body has to give him these high sensations.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, at first it was a little odd trying to see, what do you feel now? Oh, how does this one feel different than this one?
Everyone hates it when I do that.
Or it's I don't know, does it really even feel different? No, but slowly you realize you just have to alter the way you look in a way. And maybe suddenly it hit me. I think personally it was with me, I started to realize when you were pressing in spots, instead of feeling where you're just the press, feel where it's referring.
Aha.
Because
Tip. Right down.
That began the process where I could sort of see, like, oh, from a different spot. Like if you're pressing somewhere here and I'm feeling it like in my heel or the bottom of my foot, I'm like, oh, how is that connected? So I began to sort of envision like the musculature almost.
Step number 2, he started envisioning.
And where things connect, like, where like through what ligament thing. And it's funny, not that I know so much about anatomy, but I kind of started to try and envision that of like, well, what's connecting where, and it allowed me to kind of sort of feel things at a different spot instead of just where that is, how it's affecting me throughout. And then as you start to do that, all of a sudden you become aware of more different kinds of just feelings. Like, oh, what does that feel like exactly? What's similar kind of feelings? You're like, oh, that's kind of like, after I exercise, or that's kind of like, after I were running for a while, or that's kind of what, and you assimilate that feeling with something else. And go ahead.
What I'm loving about this, because this is the first time in a testimonial someone's telling me that, like, their actual perceptions of how they got here. It wasn't just the treatment. He actually told us what he was doing inside the treatment and where his head was at and how he changed his mindset, how he changed his perception. And I was just thinking, I was like, everyone talks about the after, which I great, but not a lot of people tell me what was going on while we were doing it.
Well, that was kind of like just to get from like, oh, what are you feeling, to like, okay, now I kind of know what I'm expecting to feel. Like there was a way along that in my head, and it started somewhere, and then you recognize that, and you take it and work with it. It's like, that's just kind of how it went. And so as we went along, I just kept focusing on what am I feeling what am I feeling inside? Where is it feeling? Trying to think about not just, the whole picture, I guess.
See, that's ideally what a teamwork is. Like, I'm not here just to do things to him. Like, we worked tandemly to get to this result where almost an impossible case in some people's eyes, stenosis of the neck, where they say you just have to manage your pain, to not having any pain because we worked together. I did something that got him to look within himself, and he actually played with it. He actually put himself here. So, kudos to you, my friend.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Thank you.
All right, till the next time, folks. Later.
Got it.